There we go. Luckily, I have automatic moving on my little dude. I'm gonna also do this because I feel like I'm a bit too high. Also, I'm gonna... There we go. You cannot hear it, but I could still hear the lo-fi. Because yes, for those that didn't know, I got lo-fi Spirits, lo-fi session Spirit City, I think it was called. I don't know, lo-fi city. I don't know, something with that. From a friend, and I just decided like I'm gonna have that as background music from my streams. If I ever make my own song or something, then definitely I'm gonna make that. There was someone that discussed that they basically made like an AI song. I played around with it. I don't think I'm gonna have that ever as my stream thing, to be honest. And do they have like good, not like result that I would use, they have at least good inspiration. That's like what I'm basically use AI for, basically inspiration. But yeah, so if I ever like make my own song and stuff, I might actually have that as an intro thing. There we go. So now the only thing I need to get is some paint, some resin, some silicone, and I think I have everything I need. Plus a bits and bobs. I need, for example, like a alcohol-based paint, because that allows it to be a bit see-through with a dye, but also make it paintable, or make it painted. Also, like each time I make like an introduction to what I'm streaming, I try to figure out what am I doing today in this game, and I couldn't figure it out. Wouldn't surprise me. We basically started this case, and it is something about to do with a big hotshot CEO. There we go. I know we went through this. I think last time I ended, we were here at least. But yes, I've decided to make dices. I am gonna try to make dices with characters in it. Kinda like how some D&D miniature companies started doing as well. To be honest, I've had this idea probably longer than I even knew they had this kind of stuff. I've been like interested to make the like dices, to be honest, but I kind of want to start with making 2 for my friends. Probably 3. I say probably 3 because I know one friend I want to give them a specific one, but then I thought just to be nice I might give them another one with a bit of like a back thought on it. Not like a joke back thought or like a lol back thought. Basically, actually a very thoughtful back thought. But yes, so basically just need some paint, alcohol paint, and stuff. I'm gonna have to make a list, to be fair. Also, I'm that kind of person that even if I stream, I am... You cannot see my hand, but basically extremely close. Not like I'm basically just doing how close to between my fingers right now, but like how close I am on like making a list or looking shit up while I'm streaming. That is how I do shit sometimes. And we're from the Urban Myth Dissolution Center. You're from the Urban Myth Dissolution Center. Yes, that's right. We're expecting you this way, please. Your glasses looks bigger on your face in this way than it does otherwise. I can understand if the other girl's glasses looked that big, because those are much bigger glasses. I don't know why. She looks like she's, well, first of all, working in an office. She does. But like a librarian or something. Very dignified librarian. Mr. Kurosawa, they have arrived. And you... Why is the first word I have for this guy snake? Why is that the first that comes into my mind when I see his face and hair? Why is that the first thing? I don't know, I got like a flashback. I've seen his face before, and it's a face of someone I don't trust. That was the first word that popped out into my mouth. Why? Yuya Kurosawa, CEO of U-Tech Priority. This is my secretary, Miss... You don't even know your secretary's fucking name? Kiyomoto. Apologies, she joined us recently, so I keep forgetting her name. Okay. I'm gonna be so about that. Not even I can easily remember names. Just straight up asking, why do you exist? Kinda like that, like my brain were like, fuck, we're dealing with one of these guys. I have yet to speak to this guy yet. You just have one of those faces, you know. Hello, nice to meet you. It's kind of like the last person we met in this game, where they're one of these like home celebrities, you know, like Instagram, TikTok and stuff like that, and starting selling things. And it's like, oh, you're basically calling him beauty, and he's just a complete asshole in the background. It's kind of like that. It's like I just like put him in the same folder basically right now. I'm Masami Fukarai from the Urban Myth Dissolution Center. This is Miss Toma, my colleague, Tomarigi. I hope we can help to start this off. Those dang influencers. It depends on what sort of influencers, because like Markiplier, Jacksepticeye, fucking PewDiePie, like people I know also are technically influencers because they play games, they show off stuff, they like show off things, show off brands and other things like that. Technically they're influencers. It depends on like what sort of influencers. Because there are those influencers that basically like I make a TikTok of what I eat for breakfast and that is my job for the day. Like the fuck? Who the fuck cares? Well, at the same time, it depends on if it shows actually the recipe, then I would care. Not in the sense of the whole influencer thing, but it's a recipe. In that sense, I would care. If it's nothing more than like, my breakfast, like, I don't care. Give it to me and then I care. Kiyomoto, I'll handle this. You can get back to work. Understood, sir. Alright. Does that Kiyomoto said no, but Kurga? Oh, no, she is unaware. Could you describe what was stolen? Oh, something was stolen, but apparently we are here, which we don't really understand why. Yeah, or rather like do a day in the life or something like that along with it. Yeah, it also depends on, like, I like watching whenever like they make or show off their vans they have built, because that's something I want to do in the future. And I follow a person called Trent the Traveler, who basically lives in a van with his dog. He's about to make a new van, and I love his van. His van is absolutely cozy as hell. And like basically that in a sort of way is the day in life of van life basically. Sure, what they do is showing the good stuff. They have said before that there are sometimes there are like bad stuff. There are stuff there is like I feel sick, or I don't go to bed, or I just get stuck in traffic, or I don't know, stuff like that. They have said like most of the things they show is like the good bits. It is still like in the life of van life, but it is still like it shows off more. It's like more dragging rather than what is most important here is me and this is my life. Like I don't care. Like Trent the Traveler has sometimes been like in Canada and stuff like that, and Alaska, and it's like it just shows off like the trails he's been, the area he sees. Like it's less of him and more like where he is. Yes, I'm sure that an intruder was here, the only one who realized the fact. Bro, just letting you know, it's raining hard, so I might just disappear. Fair enough. I know the feeling. I know you know I know the feeling. But yes, fair enough. Hope it doesn't rain too much, but it might. But yes, then I am at least prepared. No, she's unaware. Will stolen. Can't say anything specific. Yet I'm sure that an intruder was... Yet I am sure that an intruder was here. It'll just disappear. You just go into the shadow realm of rain. So, what you're saying is you don't know what was stolen, but you're just certain something was stolen. Or at least certain someone was here. Nani the fuck? What do you mean? Might wanna call the police if you had an actual intruder. Our business involves clients entrusting their data to us. As we'd prefer to keep things under wrap. Illegal shit. I can in a sense understand like protecting the integrity of people, but like an intruder, we don't want to call the police. That is more or less saying, yeah, like the intruder might have actually got them, we're trying to protect from the police. Like, what the fuck? Also, I was hoping you might assess the situation objectively. What happened 2 days ago was strange enough to warrant that. I heard your team specializes in this kind of investigation. Strange happening sounds like something we can handle. I'm having the security camera footage analyzed, but that will take a while. Hearing my account, my secretary should tell you how strange all of this is. Mate, didn't you just say that the secretary is unaware? How? Yes, my secretary is unaware, so she might have useful, goddamn, like, knowledge about this. Yes, remember that buffer hell of a tormented soul stream. I still think about it sometimes. Was it tormented souls? It wasn't even tormented souls as well. It's like, even like a Virtue's Lost Reward was like a damn thing that happened. I remember that. I sometimes had to say, sorry, I can't fucking stream. It is way too windy outside. If you could kindly get started as soon as possible. I see. We'll try to do an objective assessment of what happened the day before yesterday. Also, why did you wait a whole goddamn day? Also, I'm glad I fucked up my Tormented Soul stream. Because I forgot to start streaming. But the first thing we see in the cutscene is absolute nudity. And I'm not even joking, like, I'm not even joking, it wasn't even fucking censored. That thing was straight up tits and ass. Like, good lord, I am glad I basically went like, I'm not streaming. I am glad I'm not streaming. Like, what the fuck? Oh, that is gonna... That is still gonna haunt me. It's kinda the same thing with like... what was it? Thaumaturge. But that was at least just the chest area. This was like everything. Oh, that was too, man. I remember vividly Violent and the Tormented Soul stream being so laggy I started using the audio-only mode. Just so I can watch you. Yeah, fair enough. Yes, Jasmine. Better watch your back with this one. Can't tell us details, hasn't called the cops, both yellow flags as far as cases go. Yellow flags? Why don't 2 red flags? Yeah, you did a task failed successfully on the Tormented Soul stream on the entry. Yeah, I did. I'm happy about that. Much worse than Thaumaturge. God damn. Kurosawa is acting a bit strange. I don't even know if they had any nudity setting in that game. I don't think they did, and I don't think they ever had, because that was a cutscene. Also, they're gonna make us the Tormented Souls too. I'm probably gonna play that at some point. Kurosawa is acting a bit strangely. I'll be careful. Here goes. First of all, on the agenda, glasses. I don't know why, but I like this little jiggle. Especially ding 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 ding. What is that? Is it 2 people or 1 person? Well, there is at least 2 people in here, or at least 1. It looks like 1 because they look the same. Is this Shadow Kurosawa-san? But it's weird. I feel like Shadow is looking at me. Or am I overthinking this? This Shadow is it Kurosawa-san? Or maybe it's the intruder. How do I tell them apart? Looks like they're touching desk drawers. Wait, is it me or is the Shadow looking this way or not? Why do I feel like the more we use this power, the more everything just seems to stare at her? Or has she just been this paranoid? Like, I know she was this paranoid in the beginning, but that was because she thought she saw ghosts. She now knows that she sees the past. But isn't she still like... Oh, my TV turned on. It happens now and then. I just heard something from the background and I just noticed that. I don't even know what's playing. Probably something on YouTube. That was last on, but I can't see what it is for something. But like, the more she uses it, does it actually become like shadows that sees her? This shadow is rummaging around the drawers and taking something out. It's holding something. I can't make sure and make out what it is. Maybe should I examine the desk itself? Sounds like a good idea. Oh, I can only observe this one. Okay, whoops. So we don't really need to care about this one. Okay, observe. The CEO's desk. This chair must cost a fortune. I just realized I've had me like in my gaming chair for bloody years. I'm not gonna lie, it is starting to like just everything is just getting off from it. It's just getting everything just not breaking per se, but like it looks hella used. I need to be careful with a CEO's desk. What's this? An Illuminate card. We already found the bloody Illuminate card. Wait, no, is this case part of the prophecy too? Hey, that card is of high value. Please leave it where it is. But Kurosawa-san, isn't this... Is it involved in some way in your ongoing investigation? Well, not quite. Then please return it to where it was and continue investigating. I will, sorry. Wonderful, they have a Illuminate card. The shadow was taking something out of the desk drawer. From the top drawer, I think. Is anything taken from this drawer? I should check with Kurosawa-san. Okay. Is there anyone we need to... Nope, we're just gonna ask what's happening. Reintroducing myself. Yuya Kurosawa, CEO of U-Tech Priority Co. Please ask my secretary for anything she knows about what happened 2 days ago. Understood. So, what happened 2 days ago? I can't answer that because I didn't do that before, at least. What I can tell you right now is that something precious was stolen. The rest I'll disclose once you have talked to my secretary. Oh. But Kimoto-san didn't seem to know anything. Yeah, exactly. I'm just gonna have to talk to the one that is not even like someone who saw anything. I'm gonna have to talk to the non-witness. Why? Because... I wonder if there's any trace nearby that might provide a lead. Oh, well, they did that, don't worry. Was anything stolen from the top drawer of your desk? Top drawer? Why the desk drawer specifically? I haven't told you anything yet. Oh, of course, this is hard to explain, but I have this ability called clairvoyance, which is why I am here as an investigator. Not that you'd believe me or anything, sorry. Interesting. Yeah, you believe me? Yes, I find it very intriguing and feel you might be very useful for the case at hand. Useful? I'll check what might have been taken from my desk. Kindly recheck with my secretary too. With Kimoto-san, okay, I guess. I don't like him. It's way too much. You need to basically deal with this, but we're not gonna explain to you what you need to deal with. Security camera, likely the one Kurosawa-san mentioned. But the intruder made it in regardless. Excuse me, may I ask a few questions? Kimoto-san, the secretary, right? Yes, I work as the CEO's secretary. He has introduced me to answer you truthfully, as I actually saw things happen. Wait, but he said you didn't know anything, but you saw the thing happen, okay? Please ask me anything related to your investigation. Could you tell us about 2 days ago? Did something happen? You mentioned 2 days ago, but nothing happened in particular. The CEO asked me too, but I have no idea what this is about. I see. Could you kinda tell me what you saw? Very well. That day, our CEO had a meeting at a client, so I saw him off. And he returned a while later. I see. And then I greeted him when he came back, and everything afterwards was as normal as could be. So I haven't noticed anything. I see. Thank you. I am still like, why should we talk to your secretary if she doesn't know anything? 2 days ago, did Kurosawa-san take anything out of the CEO office? Now that you mentioned it, I think he was carrying a red card-like object when he left. A red card-like object. Not a security card. Those are very different. I wouldn't mistake one for the other. I'm not aware of what it was, but I do recall the CEO being very careful in handling it. Thank you, noted. I'll check with Kurosawa-san as well. If something's missing, then there really was an intruder here. This might be an awkward question. Was there anything strange about your CEO 2 days ago? Anything strange? I don't think so. Did you speak with the CEO about anything? No, nothing in particular. I greeted the CEO, but he just gave me a light nod, as he normally does. I see. Also, this might sound strange, but there was one thing I found puzzling. I mentioned he was carrying something when he left, but to be precise, one moment he was taking out that red object, and the next moment he was gone. Gone? Didn't you just leave while you were looking away? He opened the door to the CEO office and disappeared the very next moment. Oh, I see. Okay, sure. I guess we're gonna just have to figure out what's going on here, because I'm confused. She seems like a serious person, so I don't think she'd make it up. Also, make that up. Oh, he went inside, he gave a light nod, like he usually does, but when he took away the object, it just disappeared. Huh? That is not making shit up. That is like making a fairy tale a statement. Kurosawa-san, I heard that 2 days ago you took out something from the top drawer of your desk. Do you remember what it was? The thing is, 2 days ago I didn't come back here after the client visit. Huh? So it's impossible for me to have taken something away. Oh, so that is why he's saying that the secretary knows something even though she doesn't. Because he was not here. But for her, he was here, which means what she knows is him being here while not being here. But if so, why would Kiyomoto-san... what was your... Do you think she was telling the truth? This is the strange incident that I mentioned. Is Kurosawa-san suspecting Kiyomoto-san? Kiyomoto-san mentioned that you suddenly disappeared. Disappeared? What do you mean? She said you disappeared after taking the object from the desk. As she brings this up voluntarily, I don't think she was merely looking away. I see. To be honest, I don't think her account is trustworthy. Huh? Could you please double check with my secretary just to make sure? Okay. I guess I'm gonna have to do that. If something was stolen, the police could give you their attention. Will you be contacting the police? Oh, sorry. I had to yawn a bit. The thing that was stolen the other day, it's actually something top secret. Oh, top secret? It's an important matter that affects our very reputation. I need to ask you to be discreet from here on with your investigation. I see. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna ask again. Question. 2 days ago, you were in this room with Kurosawa-san, correct? Well, yes, for maybe just an hour or so. Was there anything about his clothes, hair, or even face that struck you as unusual? No, mostly CEO, I know. And so he took the red card-like object from the drawer and left with it. Yes, that's right. Is there something wrong? Kurosawa-san says he hasn't taken away that red object. Was that the important item that our CEO mentioned? Seems that way. And still, he did take it out of his desk while I was watching. Okay, let's go back. Oh, no, apparently not. Okay. Oh, I guess I have most of the things here. Secretary. So, Kurosawa. Like, no, Kyomoto. Kurosawa was the other one. Kyomoto. Recently. Yeah, she joined recently. That's the reason he can't remember, apparently. Then, young tech millionaire. Not milliardaire. Billionaire. I don't know. It says something was stolen. What was it? A red-like object? No, not a security. Sorry. I just clicked the card, but it was a red card-like object. It was a prototype Yu-Gi-Oh card. Valuable as hell. Okay. Why the different stories? Okay, I talked with Kyomoto-san, the secretary, and Kurosawa-san asked me to. For her, 2 days ago was just a regular day. Yet, actually something was missing even though Kurosawa-san hadn't come back to his office. Strange circumstances indeed. Did she misjudge what she saw? Did the CEO simply forget what he did? If something is amiss, there must have been an intruder in some way. I wonder why their stories are so different. Maybe the intruder was disguised so that Kyomoto-san they looked. Ah, okay, hold on. So they looked like Kurosawa-san. I believe that this one might be the doppelganger. I think the urban myth we're dealing with is a doppelganger. Or a mimic. I don't know. Looking for a chest somewhere with teeth. Maybe the intruder was disguised so they would look like Kurosawa-san. Kyomoto-san's story about the missing item was accurate. So whoever it was that seemed to be Kurosawa-san must have actually been here. But if so, did they look so alike that you could mistake them? I need to learn more about the intruder. Twin brother. Okay. Guess we'll talk to Jasmine a bit. Jasmine, why are you staring at me? Sam, it looks like you're getting the hang of all this. You think so? About the investigation. I guess the only way to get started is to look into what happened to around Kurosawa. Something weird happened and he wants an objective opinion from us, whatever that means. Yeah. You mentioned the secretary, Kiyomoto-san, doesn't know about 2 days ago. Well, you should talk to her anyway, being objective and all. Why does Kurosawa-san want us to look into this? I mean, maybe have us private investigator type dig up dirt on his secretary? Anyway, step 1 is figuring out what this strange thing is about. You're out. I'll try asking first. What's up? Something on mind? As far as he told me, nothing stands out as unusual. Oh, but a red card-like object is gone, so then again... It feels like there isn't anything happening that's anomaly related. Yeah, that case... We should look for clues that someone was in here in this office 2 days ago. I agree. Red card-like object, huh? There's some kind of mechanism on the door. Is this the lock? It said something was stolen, but this room looks hard to break into. Maybe we should ask Kiyomoto-san, the secretary. Probably a good idea. It was a CEO, so he basically just waltzed in there. Kiyomoto-san, could you spare a moment? Yes, what do you need? Do you need a key to enter this room? Yes, a security card. Do all members of your staff have a security card? Yes, all employees have one. That being said, as we handle critical data for other companies, even I am prohibited from entering the CEO's room while he is absent. But wait, he was absent for a moment. Or do you mean that you're not allowed in here, but you're allowed in here? What might the red card-like object be? It stands out, so it would be obvious to anyone searching these drawers. It's definitely not here. Kurosawa-san took it away himself. Well, I only need one more clue. Nothing. Oh. Oh. Okay, I guess I'm just gonna go and check this one, I guess. Check who it is. The overall impression looked like Kurosawa-san. Could he possibly have forgotten he came back here? I can't seem to tell whether this is Kurosawa-san or the intruder. I don't think the traces give us enough clues. Okay. I guess I'm just gonna go and talk to Jasmine because I don't think there's anything else. Nope. Kurosawa mentioned he is having the security camera footage analyzed. Okay, yep. Check with secretary. About the security camera you have there. Is the footage available for checking? Our general affairs team who handles the camera sent us images just a while ago. Here they are. Thank you very much. Who does this look like to you? It's our CEO, of course. Looks like it. I'll check with Kurosawa-san himself. I love that we basically called us first and then check the cameras, or checking the cameras while we're here and not before that. May I ask you something? Okay, security camera footage. I asked Kiyomoto-san for this image from the security cam right there. Oh, also, I'm gonna warn you all, we have an ad in about 5 minutes, people. We have an ad in about 5 minutes. This is you, isn't it, Kurosawa-san? Wow, he does look like me. I wouldn't blame anyone for mistaking him for myself. Could it be that you simply forgotten about coming back here 2 days ago? That isn't possible, my client's counterpart can attest to that. There is something actually missing from this room. But this is clearly you yourself. I am surprised as you are. Yeah, that is strange. Yeah, I believe that this must be a doppelganger or a mimic. Probably a doppelganger. Good going. Jasmine, I think I picked up on what I can here. So, how's that CEO then? Something does feel off. He won't tell us about what was stolen. And he showed interest in my clairvoyance. What's he up to? Definitely seems like he's hiding something. He's done a lot of things, it feels like. Yeah. Oh, there we go. I'm gonna kind of skip this because, yes, it stresses many of us off hearing this phone. How's it going? It seems you have done with your initial investigation. Yes, but it's kind of complicated. A lot of uncertainties, aren't there? Oh, yes, exactly. Kurosawa-san himself is one thing, and the clairvoyance shadow in the office felt different somehow. I see. Also, I saw a Luminate card. Kurosawa-san had one. We can worry about that later. Looking forward to your full report. Let us begin then. There we go. Time to figure out what is haunting this place. Locating a stolen item and recovering it if possible. The request of this case is rather unusual considering our usual fare. And yet, this case was made for us. First I thought it was just a burglary, but with the Illuminate card showing up, something strange must be going on. We cannot leave this case unexplained. Let us begin with examination. Identification, I meant. Now, let us start by laying out what has been happening. Mr. Kurosawa experienced something strange. He asked you to speak with Miss Kiyomoto, his secretary, to make sense of what's going on. That's right, so we asked Kiyomoto-san about what happened 2 days ago. So, Mrs. Sami. Yes? What were the strange circumstances as Miss Kiyomoto described? Yeah, Kurosawa appeared but wasn't supposed to. Kurosawa-san appeared though he wasn't supposed to be there. Kiyomoto-san was in the same room for a while, but I didn't notice anything unusual. So the intruder entered the CEO's office as if they were the CEO himself, behaving very naturally. The intruder's presence was natural enough that anyone might suspect the CEO of misremembering his own actions. Moving on. The Mr. Kurosawa imposter came to see... No! Lunari, thank you so much for the raid! I am about to have an ad here. Hold on, I'm snoozing that for 5 minutes. But thank you so much for the raid! How did the last games go? I hope you won something or stopped playing with your bot teammates. I hope it went well. I'm guessing no, it did not. I had to play a literal bot game. Oh. Yeah, that's just oof. Hold on, there we go. But yes, welcome raiders. My name is Lord of South. I am a variety streamer from Sweden who plays all sort of games. Which, for example, today we play some Urban Myth Dissolution Center, which is a puzzle game about hunting urban myths. It's kind of like Scooby-Doo. None of these myths has been real other than the cursed box, because someone, I believe, died or got sick after it, but I don't know why or how. But sorry to hear that. But if you do need some rest and some lunch and stuff, then absolutely. Like, there we go. Here you have a heart as well. You deserve it. You absolutely deserve it. But it is. What is it? 6 in the morning for you now, so you must be quite tired actually. You must be quite tired. The secretary, Miss Kiyomoto, was the one who saw him. 9:30 AM for me. Ooh, fair enough. Nice, that's a good time actually. At the same time, it is 6 in the afternoon for me. I know basically that in summertime, me and Lunari have like 2 hours, 12 hours difference. So if it is afternoon here, it is morning for her. If it is midday, it is midnight. Makes things kind of much more easier to figure out what's going on, basically. But yes, also hello Rekno, I hope you have a good day today. I hope you all raiders have a good day today. Hope you're all doing well. I hope you're all enjoying today's stream as well. Also, we're gonna do this just in case. If anyone is interested to check out more of what I'm doing or what I'm up to, then absolutely do check out my socials. I have my Blue Sky and I also have my Discord if anyone wants to chat or just hang out with the community. I only have Blue Sky because I don't deal with Twitter and well, X-Twitter, whatever it's called anymore. Blue Sky much better. For now at least, I don't know, they might just do something that causes some stuff later to happen. But yeah, sorry to hear about the whole literal bot game. That is, well, not fully that, but that's more or less a reason. Well, I don't blame you there. Yeah, fair enough. Absolutely fair enough. I'd never go in there anymore, to be honest. I just go to Blue Sky. Just check that out. But yeah, I'm never gonna actually touch League, ever. The closest I've gotten is basically Pokemon Unite, I think it's called, which I played a lot before, but not much anymore, actually. Her account of that day included an important characteristic of it is this intruding entity. So, Miss Asami, what kind of interaction was there between Miss Kiyomoto and Kurosawa's imposter? Between the time the imposter arrived at the CEO's office and until he left. Simple non-verbal greeting. I believe she mentioned the CEO gave her a light nod. Wait, what happened? Hold on, what just happened? Okay, I sleep. Yes, go and sleep. Go and have a good rest. Before that, could you at least explain what just happened? Did you fall asleep? Did you just fall asleep? But yes, go and get some sleep. If you're tired, then go and eat. I have no idea what happened. I just saw the random button mash. Okay, I sleep. What just happened? Today I'm focused on my music. There will be a band performance on Sunday and I'll be ready for. Ooh. Wait, a band you are in? Ooh, that's cool. I think. You say band performance and you also need to be ready, so I'm guessing you were in a band? But yes, if you need to sleep, Lunari, then absolutely go have a good, wonderful sleep. Have a good rest. You absolutely deserve it. You are a hard-working person. You're a hard-working, wonderful person who absolutely deserves the best. I just still got confused about the whole chat. I have no idea what the button spamming was for something. But yes, I think this thing is gonna be a doppelganger. Ah, precisely. I'm gonna snooze one more time, because you all barely came in when the raid, well, not raid, the ad was about to start. Kyomoto did not I joined in September, then they are performing in SakuraCon this weekend. I decided to... Yes, absolutely, have a wonderful rest as well. Do take care of yourself. Yes, good night. Or good morning to you, I guess. SakuraCon this weekend. I decided to play with them. I could have opted out, but I just had to take the opportunity to play at the convention. Oh, I hope it goes good. Yes. I hope it goes well. Miss Kyomoto did not converse with Mr. Kurosawa's imposter. If they had had any form of conversation, this could have turned out differently. I love this game though. This is a very good game because it starts off in a sense of everything you hear is absolute truth to being nothing more than a Scooby-Doo case. My final question. Was Miss Kyomoto unaware that Kurosawa-san had appeared? No. I think a bit of more than I can chew. I'm still out of practice on my clarinet, and these songs are incredibly hard. Ooh, good luck with the practice then. You still have most of the week left. She was aware and even greeted him. Indeed, furthermore, they were in the same room for an hour or so. But Miss Kyomoto never doubted the imposter. And yet, a client can prove that Kurosawa-san wasn't actually there. So, Miss Asami. Yes? What kind of entity is the imposter, then? Who showed up at the CISO's office? Yeah, it's not until Sunday, and it is Tuesday morning for me. Yes, that's a good thing then. I need to continue practicing my electrical violin. I don't do that too much because I need to find something to practice for, or more or less have tutorial videos or something to listen or watch as I'm supposed to do that. An entity almost identical to Kurosawa. A tangible entity with an appearance practically identical to Kurosawa-san. Maybe a clone or some kind of copy. Brilliant. The security camera footage confirms that the imposter's appearance is almost identical. And yet, Mr. Kurosawa himself can prove that he wasn't somewhere else at the time. It is as if there was another Mr. Kurosawa in existence. They did not converse, and yet the security camera footage shows the persons existing in two places at once. There is one urban myth that matches these parameters. We have found our urban myth. Doppelganger, nailed it. To be fair, that was one of the more simpler ones. For example, we had one called the man under the bed or some other name with the box. I would not know about those. Bloody Mary, sure, but this wasn't that wasn't really as straightforward either. This one, two people in the same place, doppelganger. A doppelganger. A duplicate of yourself that exists in the same world, with no indication of sense when or why they exist. Only the person themselves can be able to identify the imposter. The terrifying aspect of this anomaly is that if you ever meet your doppelganger, you will die. That's horrifying. We should warn Kurosawa to be very careful until he recovers what was stolen. And yes, we're gonna have an ad in about 5 minutes. I basically snoozed because of the raid, but I can't snooze anymore, unfortunately. That reminds me. The same Kurosawa sent us an additional request. Huh? I will handle it personally. You may not be able to reach me for a while. But no need to worry. I'll leave it to the on-site investigation in your capable hands. But director... Wait, which Kurosawa? That reminds me, the same Kurosawa sent us... When you say the same Kurosawa, do you mean the doppelganger or this one? Okay, what happened? The director won't be in contact for a while. Will we be okay on our own? Is it that much to worry about? Without the phone calls, it'll just be like usual. You're right, maybe we'll be okay. Yeah, as long as the phone in this game doesn't start ringing. We have a buzzer on this phone in this game. I'm not gonna lie, most of my community is like, we have to skip that shit because, for example, me, I look for work a lot, I hear my phone, and there are some days I want to yeet the shit out of my phone out the window. So the problem is the sound of the phone in this game is so good that it's like, it sounds like a phone. I'm like, I don't like this. That is one of the few parts I skip in this game. The goddamn phone just buzzing. Sir? What is it? Oh, I thought you had come home just a few minutes ago. No, I just got home, obviously. Oh, he's gonna die. He's gonna meet his doppelganger. Oh! Oh yeah, that is freaky. I'm not gonna lie, I was awaiting him just to see himself. Not seeing himself twisted like that, I actually kind of gives me chills a bit. Okay! Huh. That makes things worse. Today's menu. We're going to check in Kurosawa's place. And it seems he ran into his doppelganger. Oh, he's dead. Yeah, exactly. That is exactly what this guy went through. For those who can, there we go. Hold on, give me a moment. I'm gonna move myself. Not like this. There we go. There we go. So we can see chat a bit better. Yes, exactly. That is how the guy reacted. When he called, he was so worked up. I saw it in my room, it ran away and so on. It ran away. To be fair, with that face, it wouldn't surprise me if the real Kurosawa ran away. I would say yes. Because that emote makes me feel like head empty and just screaming. Yes, exactly, that face too. The first one is basically just encourage the cowardly dog. That is obviously the whole goddamn scream. The other one is basically just you lost your mind, you're just screaming. So yeah, that phase 2, that is absolutely what he's going through right now. I wonder if he's okay. Well, he did call us himself, and seemed safe for now. Though we should wait on mentioning the supposed death if you meet your doppelganger thing. We were still in his office when we called our boss, and he told us to warn him. Why didn't we warn him before we actually left? Why did we keep that away from him? Wait, why did we keep that away from him? He was at least well enough to have called us. How about the bossman? Business done yet? I don't know, I haven't heard anything yet. Maybe your first solo dissolution is coming up. Ooh, nice. No way, I'm not good enough for that. Well, we'll figure it out. Yeah, we just need the item he has. That's called the eye opener. I'll look into the doppelganger rumor. Is there anything else that you'd like me to look up? My little investigator Zam is growing up so fast. Ah, you think so? Can you add Zimmers to your research list? There have been lots of incidents related to them lately. And for those who didn't know, Zimmers is the cult, more or less, that basically prays for the Illuminate card, which is supposedly to profit the Great Reset. We are missing a card, which I think I found in his office, and we have the last card, which is basically... I don't think it was called Sin and Punishment. It was called something else. I can't really remember, but every card we have found has been in one of the cases, where we found every single one now. Except for the first one, but the first one we got ourselves, which is the last one. Haven't you heard? The Simmers hate Kurosawa with a passion. Not really a big deal if it's just people's opinion, but Kurosawa haters are getting older. Understood. And I'm looking for rumors on the doppelganger myth and Kurosawa haters. Alright. Okay, sleep tries on weekend life. Let's look for words first. Oh, there we go, doppelganger. There are plenty of urban myths about meeting your doppelganger too. Let's check on this word. Ah, the glasses are reacted to meeting your doppelganger. Ah, I knew that would grab attention. Give it a search. You tech dark secrets. Someone might take a company public in just 3 years. He got where he is due to family, but is out here lecturing us about hard work. I am not American, but somehow I feel like this is extremely related recently. But if your family has a lot of money, can't you just use it however you want? Calling it hard work distorts the world's sense of values. Return this disordered world back to its original state. Oh, Great Reset. Yeah. Distorts values. Are they distorted? Are values even fixed to begin with? This GR again. What does it even mean? Great Reset. No one really have told us what the Great Reset is. It has a lot to do with with looking up a lot on social media in this game, and like a lot of people are looking up things on social media or internet. So I'm getting the feeling that the Great Reset might just be a complete internet wipeout, basically. I think that's what the Great Reset is. Because if it is not that, then they mean the Great Reset is basically a Great Reset of the world, and that is bad. I don't think there's anything really here. Let's just go for search, meet your doppelganger. Okay, look for keywords. Okay, I'm gonna look for keywords. Oh, doppelganger hallucination theory. Kisaragi. I think that was the doctor in 2 cases ago. Yeah, 2 cases ago. Oh, a reaction to doppelganger hallucination theory. We can probably get more information on doppelgangers from here. Give it a search. There we go, we found a keyword. We still need to find clues, so we're gonna just check on this. Urban myth, it says doppelgangers can't talk to other people, or they can only appear in places related to the original person. That is fair, that is exactly what happened. The director mentioned that trait, doppelgangers can't talk to others. If someone who's antisocial or not talkative, it'd be hard to tell them apart. Am I a doppelganger? Oh, doppelganger characteristic, wonderful. Are you saying Kurosawa C might be a... I'm trying to figure out some more stuff here as well. Dark secret. Is it really impossible for a company to go public in 3 years? No, it's not impossible, it's just really, really rare. I think I've read that completely wrong before. All these haters, do you think they're Zimmers? That's the thing with Zimmers, you really don't know. And yeah, I call them a bit of a cult because they have been in like, not public, like private areas doing shit. Because they are awaiting the Great Reset, so yeah. I guess you'd think so, if you have that kind of opportunity. People like that also tend to go for attention. True. How many times would I have had to be reborn to get to live at the top of such a fancy building? If you actually tried, you might get there pretty quick. The Kurosawa we're going to see is the real one, right? Sure hope so. Well, if it can talk, it is. Let's search for doppelganger hallucination theory. According to doppelganger hallucination theory, it is not meeting a doppelganger that causes death. You see a hallucination of yourself because you're close to death. That's even more horrifying. But first of all, someone else saw this person, so it's not like a hallucination. We know that now. But just a thought of like the reason you see yourself is because you're close to death? That's scary. Oh, cost your life. I heard that even seeing someone else's doppelganger can cost your life. The glass are reacting to the word cost your life. So many intense words coming up. Oh, fair enough, yeah. I don't know if this is true or not, to be fair, but this comment, yeah. Rentum is showing you hallucinations of yourself. The idea gives me shivers. You're not supposed to build a doppelganger and kill the original selves and to replace them. Oh, Prophet Tsutomu Kisaragi. Here we have a Zimmer. Tsutomu Kisaragi fan using GR. It stands for the Great Reset. I see. So that's why it keeps showing up everywhere. It seems to be really popular lately. This guy is a Zimmer. The reaction to Prophet Tsutomu Kisaragi. Tsutomu Kisaragi is just a researcher. Why are they calling him a prophet? Would you mind looking into those rumors? Yeah, that has something to do with... according to doppelganger time warp theory, meteor doppelganger results in a time paradox that causes death. Damn. Okay, wait. Let's do this one first. Just check. Oh, we found a result. I think this might just... where the reptilians are using the concept of doppelgangers to hide themselves. This is basically just a side thing. We can find other urban myths while searching for things. So right now we have the urban myth of reptilians. We're dealing with a doppelganger. We found Kaiba Ishiran. We found Life-Sucking Doll. I think we found Sugisawa Village. Kotoribako was one of them we dealt with. I've never heard of that before. Okay, I know of this one. I know of this one. Not this one, not this one, not this one, not this one. Not this one, that one we found. Not this one, we also found this one. Not this one. At the same time, I feel I've heard something similar to this one. Not this one either, but I think I've seen some games that had something similar. Also, I don't like this deer or not there, moose, whatever this thing is. Netherworld, well, it's Netherworld. What else can we say? Most people probably know about that. Don't know about this, don't know about it, know about it, did not know it was that until we managed to do the dissolution. Not dissolution, identification. Not about knowing about that. That one either. That one I did not know either about. Nope. Uncle Tiny, I love the name of Uncle Tiny. And these one I don't know either. I barely know any one of them. Well, let's just search for profit then, because this was just a little sidetrack thing. Great reset, great reset, great reset, great reset, Jesus. As someone who read Occult Great Reset, I thought Tsutomu Kisaragi was simply saying that cult otakus will have their chance to shine someday. You should read again. You can't just stand there and wait for the change to happen. You have to take the first step towards change yourself. That's how we can change society and the world. Great reset. You just always toss words around like toys. I have been working hard for the Great Reset too. But it's a shame that I'm treated the same as this fool. Jesus Christ. You seem too intensely invested in this. That book is just about updating your values. What else are you seeing in it? Exactly, updating your values. To that first, you must destroy your current values. Is that destruction that Tsutomu Kisaragi sought to carry out? I thought this book was about his experience. How he was bashed by people who had prejudiced view of occult otakus based on only half-truths. And they were true. This is a short-sighted society that needs to be destroyed. Great reset. God damn, I really don't like these simmers. I can't say much without reading it myself, but seeing how many different impressions of the book there are makes me nervous about reading it. Kisaragi may be abnormally persuasive. Really? Have you read it, Jasmine? Well, yeah, I have. Is there anything that is useful in here other than, oh, Great Reset? Hold on, why is this talk about otakus? I feel like Fujiwara-san said something about that on the Occult Tour too. Oh, because along with teaching at uni, Kisaragi was an occult researcher. That's why people thought of him as an otaku. I might pronounce that wrong, sorry for that to be honest. Was there a statement inside that asked you to come up with your own answer or something? I think it was just a bunch of Kisaragi's own thoughts. Maybe depending on the reader, it resonates differently. Updating your values. Ah, that's closest to how I read it too. Simply put, that's what it was about. The Great Reset is something you work for? Ah, and I thought all they did was read books and rant online. This could be more dangerous than it seems. Yeah, that's the problem. They seem to be really excited here. Something really party for them. There must be something. These people saying GR, it's like they're trying to accomplish something for Kisaragi, right? It looks to me like they're speaking out in the name of Kisaragi, who couldn't accomplish his goal by himself. Okay, so that was one. This one was a stat one. Did we find anything in here? I don't think we did, so we're gonna find something here. Did we find? No, that's doppelganger. This is also doppelganger, more or less. So it's the opposite. You see your doppelganger when you're already about to die. So doppelganger is a shinigami? Can't really call those the same thing. I actually don't really know what a shinigami is. I feel I've heard that name before. No way. You can die from seeing someone else's doppelganger? Take a breath. Go on and find out more about this rumor. Death by shock. I guess it could shock you to death. But would it really shock you to that extent? Soul, doppelganger, host body. What? Ah, that's a tough one. But this sounds like a scientific cause. Ah, compelling if true. Definitely a possibility. I'm just looking through this because some of these are very like... It might be good to know about this, but it's not really the one I'm looking for. Because it has happened before that I have like, oh, you need to find this, and I look at something that is like, oh yeah, this is definitely it, which it isn't, and then I just go to, oh, this was apparently it. Killing the original to take their place? That's way too scary. Now we're into the horror movie stuff. A straw man? A straw man prime minister? Really? Here come the conspiracy theories. They say Kisaragi said it. Must be a fan. A time warp? When two of the same person are in the same place on the same timeline, causing a paradox. Do you think reality is a science fiction movie? What is the world simulation hypothesis? Your guess is as good as mine. They do seem strangely realistic in their own ways. Yeah, it's kinda creepy. There we go, do you see what I mean? Multiple testimonials. And what we got from that one was basically how interesting that every doppelganger's death theory has its own reasoning behind it. Each one seems realistic in its own way. So basically, we learned something about this guy somewhere, I don't know which one, I think it was like here or here. Then this one, which I didn't even know was the thing, and then just this one. I think that's all we can get for now. Went down to the Kisaragi rabbit hole at the end there. It's easy to say his last name, so I'm just saying his last name. Look into Zimmer's lead to his name showing up a lot, and GR. I wasn't looking into the doppelganger myth. You get the basic idea? Yeah, I picked up a lot of weird info about them. Yep, time to get to his place, because yes, I did see the doppelganger, and damn, that gave me shivers. That gave me shivers in my timbers. Almost as Kurosawa's place. I hope he's doing okay. Well, the doppelgangers first showed up at the CEO's office, but the secretary was fine. And there were unnamed theories around the doppelganger myth itself. And then there were many theories around the doppelganger myth itself. So, not sure if meeting one actually kills you. You're right, yeah. I'm coming down a bit. I'll do my best with today's investigation. Ding, 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 ding. Hello, Urban Myth Dissolution Center here. Ah, thanks for coming. Are you alright, Mr. Kurosawa? We heard that you're... yes, the doppelganger. Showed up, and I saw it myself. The eyes were inhuman, but looked just like me otherwise. Ugh. Did it attack you or do anything? Well, nothing like that. That it happened very quickly. Before I knew it, the thing had left the house. Have you called the police? Well, it's a ridiculous story, so making a fuss would damage my company's reputation. Yeah, anyway, can't check what was going on at my place. We have a housekeeper, and she saw it too. So please talk to her, and also... Who's that? Hey, Yuya. We aren't done talking yet. Who are these chicks? Have you heard of that? Not my name. Oh, yeah, I have it. I think. Wait, give me a second. Yep, I have it. I have heard of it and I have it. Hold on, give me a second, because apparently the thing is still up. Oh, god damn it. Gonna do this instead. There we go. Almost. Actually a fun game. Short in a sense, because I played the scenario. The scenario was a week or something, and then you basically unlocked more or less everything, except for the last thing. But you needed to do something there. I don't really know what. But other than that, it's actually a really good game. It's a really good, small, bite-sized game. You're bringing over girls in broad daylight. I guess this is the missus. They're here for business. This is work, so give us a moment. Are you okay? She received some messages, supposedly from me, that I have no memory of. The messages asked her various things about my room. I'd appreciate if you could look into that. Anyway, I let you investigate. Understood. But yes, I would basically say that is definitely like doppelganger, except some of them aren't even doppelgangers, some of those are baby doppelgangers and really obvious. There is a similar game I have seen where you have a house and can let people in to let them stay the night or something. And each day you have to basically like check things like, oh, do they have long ass fingers? Do they have moles over all their face or something? It's more of a scary looking game than like, That's Not My Neighbor. Also, I am not fully the best at That's Not My Neighbor. And I would say my lowest score was at least C. But sometimes it's like I let a doppelganger in and I didn't even realize it. Because it's everything basically is like looks as it's supposed to and everything seems like it's supposed to. But most of the times it was just something I haven't seen before that was the problem, and yeah. Then I just learned after. Give me a moment. Wait, you're in... Give me a second, did he move? Okay, he did move. I was so confused. I thought everyone stood in the same place they were, so I just thought like, your doppelganger is back! Okay, glasses on. Oh yeah, he's looking at the same... Okay, hold on, let's actually... I think it's only in the room this thing is. Oh no, here it is. Ah, here we have one that is Kurosawa, one that is the doppelganger. So this is basically our power. We have clairvoyance. And we can see shadows of the past. The problem is that we kinda interpret what they are. So they're sometimes not really supposed to be something. Like for example, before we saw two shadows that was identical. But the problem is that one of them might have been Kurosawa, while one was the doppelganger. So they both look the same. Now we know more about Kurosawa, then one looks like Kurosawa and one looks like this. This shadow is the doppelganger. It looks different somehow. It's near the computer, but what is it doing? I can't make out exactly what it's doing with his hand. But it looks like he's taking something out or away from the computer. I should figure out what has been around the computer. Hard drive, card reader. They did stole a red card-looking thing. This shadow, it's different from the usual one. This would be the doppelganger. It's trying to do something to the safe. This shadow seems to be looking at me and laughing. So scary. Should check for traces of the safe being tampered with. Yeah, she didn't know she had clairvoyance. She believed every shadow was basically a ghost. But I feel like the more and more we play this game, the more it feels like every shadow is actually like looking at her or knowing she looks at her. I see two shadows. Could it be Kurosawa-san and the doppelganger? So I'm seeing their shadows overlapping from when they come home last night. They really look alike when compared like this, but I can somehow tell which one is the doppelganger. I wonder why. And again, the doppelganger's shadow. It really does look like it's watching me. It's supposed to be just a trace. How is it doing this? Reminds me, I need to check with the housekeeper about what the doppelganger did. Okay, let's check with the housekeeper first. Excuse me, we're from the Urban Myth Dissolution Center. Could I talk to you for a minute? An Urban Myth Dissolution Center? I'm kinda nervous. Ah, yes, Mr. Kurosawa mentioned you. If I could be of any help, my name is Honda Civic. I work as a housekeeper here. May I ask what happened yesterday? Someone looked just like Kurosawa came here. Someone just like him. It was around 8 o'clock last night. Mr. Kurosawa came home and immediately went to his room. I was preparing his dinner when I heard the entrance open again. I looked out and Mr. Kurosawa was standing there. I think I told him that I thought he'd already come home. What did Kurosawa do? He went to his room and then soon after I heard him yelling. Yelling? Like, ah, when someone's surprised. Mr. Kurosawa came out of his room immediately afterwards. And another Mr. Kurosawa followed him out shortly after. And by that time, the first Kurosawa disappeared into thin air. I couldn't believe my eyes. And still, you seem like the calmest person in this room, other than the woman that is apparently like, have no idea what's going on. Do I still have a drink in my cup? I do. I have my gamer cup here. A cat playing games. I see. Did you look inside Kurosawa-san's room? I'm only in charge of cleaning for all the other rooms. I was told that Mr. Kurosawa's room has various things he can't show anyone else. When I first came here as a housekeeper, I was told that entering Mr. Kurosawa's room is strictly forbidden. I see. Honda-san, when did you start working here as a housekeeper? You seem accustomed to this job. When did I start? She is either someone who easily forgets things or someone who really like thinks deep. I've been housekeeper for a long while, but I started working here recently. Oh, really? I'm old, but still need to work to pay my bills, you see. I could do with a little raise if you catch my drift, or would Mr. Kurosawa fire me if you heard this? So fair enough. Just checking. Did you speak in any way with the first Kurosawa-san that came home? In any way? As in, did you talk at all? Just reacted as usual, I believe. I greeted him with a welcome home, Mr. Kurosawa, and he gave me a small nod and headed into his room. So you didn't have a conversation? Understood, thank you. So Kurosawa-san was the doppelganger, and the other one that yelled wasn't the doppelganger. We have an idea of the doppelganger's actions, but what is its goal? Finding out the secrets of things, because He has secret things in his office and has secret things in his home office. So he's going for those. Did you notice anything usual or peculiar about the Kurosawa-san that came home first? Peculiar? Yes. I can't imagine that the first Mr. Kurosawa I saw might be someone else. As far as I could tell, it most certainly was Mr. Kurosawa I know. I see, thank you. Okay, the same face as Kurosawa. Well, we know it's a doppelganger, so that was kind of obvious. Okay, housekeeper. I need notes on the people I meet. Honda-san works as a housekeeper at Kurosawa-san's place. When did she say she started working here? Recently. What did it say also? It says like housekeeper, housekeeper. Fair enough. Let's talk to you. Excuse me, just a moment of your time, please. Who the heck are you anyway? I might be able to help in some way? Huh? I'm from the Urban Myth Dissolution Center. And what the heck is that? There has been something strange happening around Kurosawa-san recently. It seems someone who just looks like him is up to no good. If this is serious talk, that's pretty laughable. It's true, there was evidence of an intruder in the CEO office too. And I saw it too, or its shadow, so we're pretty sure it's real. Sheesh, this is really some show. This is a reality show or something. Nope. Absolutely not. Can we ask you your name, please? But Aika, Yaya's girlfriend, and what's he doing inviting girls to his place anyway? He did this before too, and we had a huge fight. I haven't forgiven him yet. Ish. To be honest, she doesn't look like the most greatest person, but neither does he. I'm just here for work. Nothing to worry about. Nothing to worry about, huh? Weird. What was your name again? Azumi Fukarai. Okay, then Zamzam. Zamzam, that's an adorable little... What you need? Zamzam. I guess some strange things have been happening around Kurosawa-san recently. We're worried about Kurosawa-san's safety. And maybe you could be in danger too. Wait, that's not funny. Wait, you're serious? Very serious. Kurosawa-san might have told you. The message you received were probably from his doppelganger. Huh? So those nonsense texts he sent me the other day weren't from Yuya on booze, but from someone else. We believe so, yes. Okay. I'd like to ask you something else about the doppelganger. Huh? What? Have you ever talked to him over the phone directly? Nah, nope. Just some DMs. I see, just his messages. Could you tell us in details what you experienced? Like a few days ago, Yuya DM'd me. At first I thought, who the heck is this? He usually calls, but hey. I see, it was from Kurosawa-san's actual account. Hey Aika, remember when you came to my place? Is this it? Looks like he was asking something. It was super creepy. Got my nerves after a while, so I deleted most of it. That explains it. What was it asking about? Like something about a hard drive in Yuya's room. A hard drive? Well, secret stuff on the hard drive. I asked him about it too, said something about black box-like drive or something. I said, how should I know about that? It's your room, don't ask me. Plus, there is no bed in there, it looks like, so there's no reason to invite her there. Yeah, true. Right. So I figured something was up and came to check. If those DMs were from an imposter, I don't get what's going on. I'll recheck with Kurosawa-san about this. Hold on, family photos. Oh, also. Sorry, I had to yawn a bit. Stunner girlfriend. That's apparently a word. I guess Sun is Kurosawa's girlfriend. That was at his place when we arrived. Why was it that she suddenly came to Kurosawa-san's place? Because of messages from an imposter. First I actually thought she was kind of, not weird, but like behaving cute. I love this one, it looks like kind of serious, this one just looks like he's smiling. Also I love it, it's like just a negative of this photo. But I guess her temperament was basically just more girls? The fuck? A photo of Kurosawa-san. Maybe one from a while ago. It looks a bit different from now. There's something written on the trophy he's holding. National College Debate Contest, first place, Inugami University Debate Club. Wow, winning this is amazing, but also Inugami, that's my uni. So Kurosawa-san went there too. That's good, I guess? I don't know. A series of trophies and awards on display. Kinda looks like he's been on YouTube, with the one on the left. So many of them. Kurosawa-san must really be talented. Prefectural Junior High Kendo Tournament. High School Speech Contest, Judge Award. Business Idea Contest, College category. So Kurosawa-san was a high achiever since his school days. Japan Corporate Excellence Award Information Technology. Silver Award 100k subscribers 5 Society. Apparently I nailed it, he's on YouTube. That is incredible. I do not believe I will ever reach that. But we can always try. A mundane everyday trash can. It's pretty packed. Old documents, maybe. What's this? That's the same photo, but what? More of it? A photo, crumpled and rolled up. Who's the guy to the right? It's the same photo as the one on display. No, it's longer sideways. Oh wait, this person on the right. Tsutomu Kisaragi? Oh, Kisaragi, yeah, that's the doctor since like 2 cases ago. I need to ask Kurosawa-san, which is the reason for the great goddamn reset. God, those people need to find a hobby. This computer is huge. Lots of glowing lights. Is this one of those gaming rigs? Gimme. I think the doppelganger was fiddling around with this. There's a USB cable dangling here, but nothing connected to it. Observe! Takes a tech CEO to have such a huge safe at home. If the doppelganger was here after something, this might be it. I do love also for some reason I like kinda unintentional make voices for these people sometimes. Sometimes I try, sometimes I just unintentional does that. This was not supposed to be like a voice acting game, but I did it anyway. I have played so much goddamn Ace Attorney where I do every single voice acting that It has kind of become normal for me to do like just even like a slight little change in tone or something. The doppelganger was staring at this safe. Was anything stolen from it? Yeah, probably should check. Okay, Kurosawa. So, about yesterday. Excuse me. May I ask about what happened yesterday? Ah, yes. When I got home last night, the housekeeper looked at me funny and said she thought I've already come home. I had no idea what she meant, but when I came to this room, the doppelganger was there. Exactly, looked just like me. Except the eyes, they were just sockets without eyeballs in them. I just stood there in shock and it took off. I see. Have you noticed anything unusual since you saw the doppelganger? Like a massive headache or something? You're thinking I might die because I met my doppelganger. Oh, you know about that? Nothing seems wrong with my health. That reminds me, you met my secretary yesterday, right? Kimoto-san, you mean? Yes, she seems to have skipped work today without permission. Our HR tried to call her, but she's not picking up. Huh? Yeah, our staff is looking for her. I'll let you know if I hear anything. Okay, interesting. She's gone. You met her just really like yesterday. Is this because of doppelganger too? Probably. Probably, everybody. Who knows? About the messages that Aika-san received. Ah, yeah, those. They weren't from you, right? Of course not. My account got hacked, it happens. I've taken measures to fix the situation. I see. So, does that mean the doppelganger was using your account? I don't know who the culprit was, but this is embarrassing as a tech company CEO. Well, you're a tech company CEO, but you let other people basically doing the tech. You're just managing the company, so yeah. Have you noticed whether anything was stolen? And did you check the contents of your safe? I haven't checked thoroughly, so that is a possibility. That safe is huge and stands out, so you might want to make sure. Indeed. Actually, I'm a bit busy right now, so could you check the safe yourself? Wait, me? Yes, please. You should have the contracts, watches, and some gold in there. Jesus! I should have contracts. Okay, fair enough to have in the safe. I have some watches. Okay, you like fancy watches. And gold! Huh? I know, like, I understand, like, gold in a safe. It's normal. But just hearing it from a casual-ass person, I have gold in my safe. Also, my combination is 5666. Are you trying to summon the devil 5 times? Also, you have 566. 6. I forgot the 6. That... Oh, and this... Isn't that careless of him, or does he have a reason? I don't know, but I was kind of thinking the same thing. That was kinda easy. Kurosawa-san, did you know Kisaragi? Why of all of a sudden? I found a photo of you with Kisaragi in your trash can. Is that from when you were a student? Well, yes, he was an advisor for the sports team I was in back in uni. Oh, so that's why. But what does that have to do with this case? And why are you even searching through my garbage? I never asked you to do that. Oh, right, I'm sorry. I thought I'd throw away all these photos. But why was the photo in the garbage? Your guess is as good as mine. I noticed it laying around yesterday. To think that I should dig that up. It was lying around? So if it wasn't Kurosawa-san or the housekeeper, did the doppelganger leave it there? Apparently, but what's interesting, it has the same photo. I need to refill my mug. I need to just refill my mug a little moment here. There we go. But why would it do that? No idea. Okay, check the content. Is it really okay to open this? Let's see. 5666. It's open. How will I know if everything is here? Contracts, watches, actual gold bars? I guess nothing has been stolen. Okay, actual fucking gold bars. USB cable connected to, nothing was stolen from the safe, ask about the message. The doppelganger who appeared at the CSO's office showed up at Kurosawa-san's place. It entered Kurosawa-san's room, maybe to lie in wait for Kurosawa-san himself. Kurosawa-san did indeed encounter the doppelganger. Yet it could have waited for him anywhere, including the entrance. Which means there would have been a reason for it. It was in Kurosawa-san's room. It doesn't seem to have touched anything of value, any of the valuables. It had sent messages to Aika-san too. I wonder what it was trying to do. The goal seemed to have been to get the hard drive that was in Kurosawa-san's room. The goal seems to have been okay, I'm kind of confused here. The goal seems to have been to get the hard drive that was in Kurosawa's room. To get the jewelry. Oh no, wait a second. I think I get this. To have been in Kurosawa's room that was the goal seems to have been that was no. I know now. To get the hard drive that was connected to the cable in Kurosawa-san's room. There we go. The goal seemed to have been to get the hard drive that was connected to the cable in Kurosawa's room. Yes, that must be it. I'm not sure what an HDD is, but judging from the message I could receive, that must be it. Maybe we should Aika-san about what exactly an HDD looks like. Did you say SDD before? Or HDD? Well, on hard drive. Anything new? Nope. Okay, so I'm gonna go and talk to Aika then, because he asked me to do that. Could I bother you again? What? Not done yet? The messages you received were probably sent by the doppelganger. Kurosawa-san's account seemed to have been hacked. Hacked? Yuya Kurosawa, CEO of a security company, getting hacked. Loser. Jesus. Oh. Okay, I don't like her either now. That's what it seems like. And who exactly is that doppel or whatever? An X of US? X? It's more like a copy of the person. I don't get it, but isn't this a dumb X trying to get back on Julia or something? Well, I don't know for sure. It is kind of difficult talking to her, I feel like. I guess about the HDD, hey, I wouldn't know, okay? Yes, but it would help to know what kind of a shape it was. It was near the computer, connected with a cable and around the size of a lunchbox. Oh, yeah. It was a black box with a sticker that on it that said 5 or something. 5. Not sure about that, but might be it. Kurosawa-san might recognize that. We should check with him. By the way, do you know if any Kurosawa-san's ex-girlfriends might know a lot about HDDs? How should I know? Jesus. Okay, so we were supposed to ask something more here. Oh, about the doppelganger. When the first Kurosawa-san came out, was he holding anything? Holding anything? Like a bag of bills or expensive-looking jewelry? No, I don't remember him carrying anything of the sort. Do you mean Mr. Kurosawa's room has such things in it? Well, I wouldn't know. But then again, he wouldn't have that huge safe if he didn't. Huh? Is there something wrong? Well, she's never been in the room. Why does she know about the safe? Yeah, exactly. It is forbidden for me to go into the room when he's not here. Okay. But, well, if it wouldn't surprise me if he has jewelry. He has a big-ass safe. Excuse the fucking moi? Okay. Kurosawa, do you know about an HDD? With a sticker with the number 5? Wait, he's really surprised. What about it? Seems like the doppelganger's goal was to get that HDD. What does HDD stand for, by the way? Kurosawa-san? About the HDD? The HDD, our storage media. You can save a large amount of photos, music, videos on them. Oh, I see, then it might have had something stored on it that the doppelganger wanted, which is why it was stolen. Would the Urban Myth Dissolution Center be able to recover it for me? Can't say for sure, it might be destroyed already. Woohoo! Can't say for sure, it's at least not immediately. Worst case, destroy the HDD works too. I would appreciate if you could prevent the contents from leaking out. Can't promise anything. Okay, now we're definitely going over to the hush-hush scenario. So, figure out why the doppelgangster came here. Wait, hold on. She did say it like that, didn't she? Yeah, she did. I got kind of confused. The doppelganger seems to have stolen HDD from Kurosawa-san's computer. Huh? An HDD? Just the HDD without touching the gold bars or other valuables. Kurosawa-san even asked us to destroy it if we needed to. Yeah, I don't agree to that. Those requests lead to complaints later on. So it came for the HDD. I wonder what's inside. Also, Kiyomoto-san, the secretary. She skipped work without saying anything and isn't answering. Could she be? Could meeting someone's doppelganger bring death to others as well? Kurosawa-san said his staff is looking for her, but I hope nothing happened to her. Kurosawa-san and Honda-san and the housekeeper both met the doppelganger in this house. Yeah, might not be safe. I'll grab the vans and tell Kurosawa and the housekeeper to be on the guard. Understood. Alright. Also, we're gonna have an ad in about 5 minutes, people. Warning you all, we're gonna have an ad in about 5 minutes. Get some rest, Sammy. We're on standby until Kurosawa updates us. Gotcha. Thank you, Jasmine. You also know Jasmine's doing something weird on the background here. But I'm kinda like accepting it a bit. Why are we walking alone? Blah! Am I just playing a girl that is paranoid as hell? Ugh. Or is that the whole clairvoyance thing that you can see? Am I about to die or something? Is this like a health bar or is this just an effect? I don't know. No, nothing is actually following me now. Okay, this is actually kind of creepy in a sense, because it kind of like disappears if I like turn around, it's not there. And if I do this, it moves away. And then when I do this, it's following me. Oh. I heard something like screaming on the right, but because of the ambience, I couldn't tell if it actually was in-game or not. But they're motorcycles. What is this place? It's dark, but so loud. Oh, what's going on? Yeah, this is way too loud. We should go somewhere quieter. Wait, hold on. Sammy, what is this place? It's dark and loud. I don't want to see or hear. I'm scared. No, help me. Yeah, this is way too loud. We should go somewhere quieter. Oh no, that is somewhere else. Wait, what do you mean by some... It's like she's talking to something. What is this place? It's dark, but so loud. And then someone just... I don't want to see or hear. I'm scared. No, help me. Yeah, this is way too loud. We should go somewhere quieter. Okay, I don't know what's going on here. Huh? Miss Sammy? Whoa, freaky. Director? Oh, that is freaky. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, if the ice was kept as before, I would see it as more freakier. This, if I would see this in real life, yes, would be scary as hell. But it kinda removed the initial freakiness just because it like tried to make it more like worse. Oh no. What just happened? Sammy, you're awake? Yep. Lose enough again? What? Oh, I was just zoomed out for a bit there. Stop falling asleep while we're talking. Kurosawa sent in this stupid request, so we need to get planning. I'm sorry, I had this weird dream. Anyway, you were saying the doppelganger had actually showed up before the CEO's office intrusion? Yep, turned up a week ago in the UTech HQ server room. Which makes 3 sightings: server room, CEO's office, CEO's home. Sure gets around for an anomaly. Third of all, everything has probably something to do with knowledge. Not knowledge, but like knowledge base. Server room, well, that's where the stuff is stored. The red card, uncertain what it's used for. Also, it's a red, like, card-like object. I don't know what that is. But also the HDD, so it's looking for some sort of information. By the way, we haven't heard from the director yet. Hope everything is okay. It's looking like we might have to do the dissolution ourselves, eh? I'll practice manifesting the eye opener and unlocking it. No idea what you're talking about. New Tech HQ coming up. Time for investigator mode. Yes. Okay, I don't know if that actually was a dream or not. But even if this is just like a pixel game, they do really good with the art style. Kurosawa-san, you mentioned the doppelganger was here a week ago? Yeah, it seems like it showed up in the server room. No reports of anything stolen or sabotaged so far. Can I ask what this room's for? This is a server room where we store important data for our clients. It's usually off limits to external parties. My main concern is why the intruder targeted this server room. Mate, you should... We have told him, oh, this red card thing was stolen. Oh, that's a secret project no one should know about. Okay. Oh, your HDD was stolen. Probably some information on that thing. Oh, I have no idea why they would target my server room. Same reason for the goddamn HDD at least. This has appeared in our building twice already. It might have hostile intention towards our company. I hope you can find out why it came here. Understood. Oh, by the way, I asked you to look for the HDD stolen from my home. Could you give me a status report on that first? Actually, our job is to investigate urban myths. Looking for stolen property is not quite what we... But... Kotori! Thank you so much for a raid! It's been a while, how are you doing? I hope you had a wonderful stream. I got so confused, I just heard a raid message again. But how are you doing? What were you doing? Did you have fun? There we go. A shout out for a wonderful bean as well. In the middle of an ad break as well. Wonderful. Hold on. Does anyone capable of seeing this? I hope so. I am actually kind of confused. Kotori, you're there. Hi, Kotori. Are you still there? I think so. It's just that an ad is going on right now. Oh, that's just brilliant. I can't even do anything about that. That is in the middle of the goddamn ad. Should I make my introduction now? I'm actually kind of confused. I don't think this has happened before. People manage to find a place in the middle between ads, not in the middle of an ad. I am utterly confused. Should I just... I'm gonna introduce myself. Fuck it. I'm gonna introduce myself. Welcome, Raiders. My name is Rosal, and I'm a variety streamer from Sweden who plays all kinds of horror games. From mystery games, to action games, to adventure games, and RPG games. And yes, I hope you all had a wonderful time at Kotori's. I hope you all had a wonderful time over there. But what were you doing, Kotori? What were you doing? I hope you had a wonderful stream. I think you should be back now. I'm a bit uncertain because sometimes people get shorter or longer ads depending on, and I have no clue who is watching or not. Because lurkers are more than welcome here. I think she had to go run to work, but she had a good stream. Thank you so much. I hope they have a wonderful day at work, but thank you so much. And welcome, hold on. Fern Maximum. Welcome, Fern Maximum. I hope you have a wonderful day as well. Also, thank you for the heads up as well, then. Hey, when did we agree to change our service plan? Wait. Hey. Well, it looks like our understanding of the request and your work aren't aligned. Swedish people pog, we love Sweden. Yeah, Sweden is good. Except for one thing, and that's the price of the goddamn Switch 2. which is basically like $200 more expensive. That's like the only thing I complain about right now with Sweden. But yes. Or as some people have been saying, apparently I'm Swedish. Gothenburg is the best city in the world. Or something, yes. I've been sometimes in Gothenburg. Gothenburg's roads are a pain in the ass to deal with. I live like an hour or two away from there. And going in and out of Gothenburg is just horrifying. You need to turn right to be able to go left, because when you turn right, you will find after a while a crossroad where you can turn left and then turn left again, where you come to a road that actually allows you to go to the left in the initial position. Otherwise, yeah, Gothenburg is a nice town. I go there to the sci-fi bookshop. Kinda getting disappointed in that place. Mostly because it is a sci-fi bookshop, and to be honest, now they have more books than anything, so it makes sense. But they used to have much more games than they had before, than they have now, and it's kind of disappointing now. But they still have kind of some geek stuff as well. Oh, and you are just a part-time helper. If you have an additional request for lost property searches, I'll check with management. Or do a dropkick. Please dropkick his face. I've seen she do that. She either used the sole of her feet or the knee. We're not in position to make those kind of decisions ourselves. Especially with this kind of pseudo police work. Never know what might turn out illegal, really. I can write up a theft report for the police. Actually, wait. A lot going on with all these strange incidents. Yeah, please forget about the stolen item for now, and we'll handle that ourselves. Just continue investigating the urban myth element, if that works for you. Oh, okay. Please check with the survey engineer and security guard about what happened here. Okay, we will. Okay, first of all, let's check with the clairvoyance. Thank you, Jasmine. Why did Kurosawa's tone change all of a sudden? Leave those situations to me. Anyway, he's showing his true colors. He almost forced a responsibility on us. Yeah, now we know what sort of person he is. Let's move on. First, we'll need to know what happened here. And next, why it came here specifically. I'll keep an eye out for what Kurosawa's up to while we investigate. Alright, so Kurosawa is still here. Let's check. We have Kurosawa being here. Fair enough. There we have the doppelganger. He looks at the server for some reason. Probably talks to the guard, looking at something. Looking at another server, and that's the end of it. Yes, we have clairvoyance, so we can see the past. But because some of these things are more of a what we think it might be, it shows us something what it might be. What was the example of that? Right, the camera, for example. We saw like the man under the bed have a giant eye towards the room. We couldn't figure out what that was for something, because it was like just lurking around with a giant eye. But apparently the giant eye was where someone had taken a photograph. So it's more or less how we see things, like, oh, this might be it. Looks like Kurosawa-san, but this one's the doppelganger. He seems to be doing something to the server. Okay. This shadow looks just like Kurosawa-san. But it's actually the doppelganger, I think. Yeah, positive. He's standing there all confident, like it's his own prime company. It means the security guard saw this doppelganger too, right? A shadow which looks like Kurosawa-san. But I'm starting to see the difference. This one must be the doppelganger. Then for us as the player, it looks like that. To make sure we know it's the doppelganger. For her, it's more of a... The shadow looks strange, even though it looks like him. Staring at the server. It's looking this way and laughing. Scary. I wonder what this server is. The doppelganger seems fixed on it. And then here we have Kurosawa himself. This shadow is probably Kurosawa-san. It looks different from the doppelganger. Nothing more about our clairvoyance. Okay, let's talk to the people. We're from the Urban Myth Dissolution Center. May I talk to you for a bit? Yeah, well, from the CEO. You know here, security for the server room. Please ask me anything. Inoue-san, could you tell me about your job? Yes, I'm in charge of the security of UTech's server room. We hadn't handled important data, and such as personal information, yep. I see. A week ago at midnight, we heard that someone came to this server room. Oh, yeah, the CEO's doppelganger? Yes. Exactly. Could you tell me more about what you saw that time? Well, I didn't really understand this doppelganger thing. Someone who just looked like the CEO, I find it hard to believe. Just like that, yep. I know it sounds ridiculous, but we're sure an entity like that is out there. Things have been stolen from the CEO's office and Kurosawa-san's home. Yep. Now she starts doing that as well. Wait. Why did my journal update? And with what? Oh, probably just some random information that's useful, technically. We would appreciate your help, especially to prevent any further incidents. That makes sense, yep, I see. I was just past midnight on that day, I think. This CEO just showed up like that, yep. Does Kurosawa-san actually come by at those hours? No, it's rare that we even come down to the server room. Our server engineer, Nakata, was here too, yep. I see, so what was Kurosawa-san doing here? He entered the server room, and seemed to be doing something inside. But I didn't see what exactly. Alright, I see. Was there anything unusual about Kurosawa-san? Well, it was just like his usual everyday self. I love that you can actually see now. Like, I've been using a PNG for such a long time. I love you can see now whenever I do like these things, like voice acting the whole goddamn thing. He's here today as well, but even if you told me he was the doppelganger, I wouldn't know. There's no way I could tell, yep. I see. One thing though, he was there one moment and then we're gone the next. You should ask Nakata, our server engineer, about this, yep. He also met the CEO here last week. I mean, no, met the doppelganger thing, yep, here. I see, thank you. Well, it was very, like, on the point and more or less accepting the doppelganger thing, even though you don't understand it. Hello, we're from the Urban Myth Dissolution Center. Oh, hello, I'm Nakata. I handle UTech's priority server room and admin and maintenance. Are there server those large machines in the back? Oh, yes, the shelves hold hundreds of servers. When I'm in charge of them. Oh, I see. Makes sense. Could you tell me about your work? I work in UTech's server room in headquarters. I oversee maintenance and the server hardware, and also handle troubleshooting. Are you always here? I'm actually pretty new to the company. Not always, I thought I even do come down and handling things here. I see, thank you. So, what happened a week ago? Could you recap what happened a week ago at night? That day I was handling a regular monthly server maintenance along with other things. So it was your monthly special day where the server gets their beauty time? I guess, yeah, something like that. The CEO just showed up during that time, a little past midnight, I think. He came in and just... Knowing I was busy at work, he just gave me a wave. Like, don't mind me, carry on, or something? Yeah, it's exactly. I was focused on the maintenance process and other tasks. Did you notice anything unusual? Unusual? Let me think, yeah. Well, he acted just like the CEO usually does when we see him around the office. Do you know what exactly he was doing? That would be... no, I don't really know. He seemed to be working on something, but was gone when I looked up. Did you get a close look at Kurosawa-san's face when he appeared at midnight? Not really sure, but I did look at him when he entered this room. I think it was just the usual CEO. Okay. So there's nothing new there, really. I don't really want to talk to you now. Oh, it's okay. Force of habit for the negotiation table. Okay. Could you tell me about what happened here in details? 1 week ago, late at night, the doppelganger showed up here through though nothing was taken. Please ask our server engineer and this room security guard for specifics. I was out of the office working on something else, so I wasn't aware of what happened. Understood, I'll check with the engineer and security guard. Oh, by the way. You're gonna ask about the goddamn thing, aren't you? You have this special power, right? I seem to have lost my fountain pen when I came here in this morning. Your fountain pen? You're good at finding such things, aren't you? He's using my clairvoyance. Fuck. It's actually a very special pen for me. I could try looking for it. It was a gift from my father. From father? Well, we definitely should try to find it then. Exactly. Would you mind? It should be in this room somewhere. I'll look around. It's at least easier than... Have you found my HDD that was stolen? No, I'll go and look for it. A pen in the same room, that's at least doable. I want to ask about Kiyomoto-san. You mentioned she wasn't answering calls? Kiyomoto... Oh, yes, my secretary. Yes, I forgot to mention this. We haven't been able to contact her. I asked HR to check on her home, but they couldn't find her, so she might be missing. Huh? Maybe that secretary job was physically demanding in some ways. By disappearing with no word or warning. I don't think that's what's going on. Maybe the doppelganger of all people can kill you too. That's pushing it a bit, no? I met him 2 days ago, but nothing happened. Wait, 2 days ago? Oh shit. Though that reminds me. Reminds you of what? What reminds you? It's just as our housekeeper didn't show up this morning as hasn't contacted us either. Your housekeeper Honda-san? Is she okay? Alright, I'm going to rest now, but I'll leave stream open. No problem at all. Have a wonderful lurk and have a wonderful rest. Absolutely. You absolutely said. You all deserve wonderful rest. Here we go. Is she okay? Your secretary Miyoto-san and now your housekeeper Honda-san. Both recently encountered your doppelganger. It's really strange that they're going missing like this. Well, actually, there's a lot of irresponsible people in the world. And why am I totally unaffected? Well, I wouldn't worry too much about the doppelganger rumors. Wait, so that wasn't why you requested this Sandra's help? Okay. But yeah, no problem. But have a wonderful resurrect now. Oh, that's an adorable emote as well. I like just watching the emotes now and then because they're adorable. Okay, so here is the thing. We have 2 people missing. Kiyomoto, I think it was his name. I'm very bad with these kind of names. And Honda. It's easy to figure out Honda unless I call them car name. Both of them are missing after they met with the doppelganger. But here's the problem. If it actually would be that they disappear because of the doppelganger. The doppelganger met 2 people. I think it was, when did he got here? A week ago, I think they said that the doppelganger, or 2 weeks ago, the doppelganger went to the server room and he met up with both the server maintenance guy and the security guard, but both of them are fine. Well, that's the problem. So why are they fine if it's supposed to just disappear? That means that either Honda and Kyoto is up to no good with what's going on, or these 2 are up to no good and took away the other 2 for that reason. Ah, yes, definitely. Kurosawa-san himself, not a doppelganger. Look at he's placing something on the tool shelf. Maybe he put the pen here and forgot about it. Need to check. Also, this guy has one of the Illuminate cards that predicts the Great Reset. Wait, why am I... Hold on. Why aren't you... There we go. Ah. The shadow was around here. Hmm? There it is! An expensive looking fountain pen. Why would he put it here of all places? Did he hit it on purpose? I think he goddamn did. I think he did. He learned about low clairvoyance and basically went, I'm gonna test this. Anyway, let's give it back to Kurosawa-san. Oh god, no. Yes. Anything you need, let me know anytime. We're still looking into the intruder's motive, but here's your fountain pen. It was right on the tool shelf. That power of yours, it's real. This should work then. What should work? Mate, I am actually kinda getting creeps out of you. I'm just talking to myself. Please don't carry on with your investigation. I don't like this. I do not like this at all. Ugh. Wow, these servers are almost a wall of their own. Wouldn't fit in my place. I wonder if folks working on the PC needs to have them at home. That depends on what you're working with. It's in a glass compartment, which is a solid-looking door and lock. Tight security here. The doppelganger's shadow was looking at this server. I wonder what's stored in it. Maybe I should check with the server engineer. Did you check something back here as well? Yeah, I did. But I can only observe. So, about the server, is a big one the server, or are the various pieces sticking out the servers? This server has glass doors, no locks. Oh yeah, these must be kind of new server housings, because I see 1 or 2 servers here. I see a few here. These ones, on the other hand, are completely full. Nakata-san. Yes. There's a server with a lock. What's stored in it? We're thinking that maybe the doppelganger was aiming for the content of the server? The server's content? I can't really tell you that due to security protocols. I Could, but I need permission from the CEO, so... Kurosawa-san... About the server's content. There's a server with a lock. What kind of data is stored in it? Could the doppelganger be trying to steal that information? Nakata-san mentioned the doppelganger was doing something to the server. I see. Please check with our server engineer about the specifics. You can tell me I gave you permission. Oh, thank God. And even if the doppelganger is indeed after the server's content, the data within is encrypted. You mean it should be safe? Yes, however, I'm concerned that our engineer hadn't mentioned that so far. Why is that? An all-hands-on server process are up to the team in charge. So I wouldn't be accessing anything directly myself. I see. Oh, accessing. I'll check with Nakata about that. So here's the problem. One red card-looking thing is gone, your HDD is gone, and now is checking stuff on the server. You say it is encrypted, but your HDD might have the encryption key, which, as you said, you technically shouldn't have, perhaps? And or the red thing you have is also like an encryption key somehow. So this is kind of bad. Kurosawa said you are allowed to tell us what's on the server. Also, I think he's a bit worried about why you hadn't informed him that the doppelganger tampered with the server. What? Me? Well, to be honest, I felt that the CEO was acting strange that day. I asked him what he was doing, but he didn't even answer me. Ha! So doppelganger because he didn't say anything. So, you did feel something was off? Yes, and to answer your question, that server is for government-related matters. It contains the National Police Agency Information System. Bam! That was a lot of things. Like, Jesus. No, this is not even for customers. This is just for, like, National Police. Yeah, issues with that server tend to be complicated. So to be honest, I prefer not to cause any issues by speaking up. I see. Please, it's strictly off the record that it's for the police information system. So it's not like I had any other intentions. I'm sorry. And either way, it takes special authentication to access the system. So intruder should have been able to extract any data. So in order to do anything with the server content, you'd need to clear the authentication. Oh, that's right. So I bet Intruder probably got this far, then gave up and left. Please pass that on to the CEO. Understood, thank you for explaining. Why do I need to tell him? Well, she did say I'm checking through the glasses, so let's go! Apparently not, goddammit. Anything new here? No. Anything new here? No. Anything new here? Oh, examine, here we go. This doppelganger, what is it doing in this server? It's touching something, connecting a cable to the server. Wait. Is that even safe for the server? Should I worry? I don't know. Okay, Ace Engineer. I need to know on the people I meet. Nakata-san is the engineer in charge of the server room. When the doppelganger showed up, what was he doing? Monthly meters server maintenance meet discount. Yes, he was working on a monthly server maintenance. Was it a coincidence that the doppelganger came on that day or not? We have some people here, damn. And then we have reliable security guard. Inoue-san is the security guard in charge of the server room. Also just checking the timer just in case. It seeming to have encountered the doppelganger, but around what time was that? Around midnight. Okay, I'm gonna pass the information on, god damn it. Oh, apparently not. So I'm gonna talk to you because we saw something that happened. Is this... shit. No, nothing new. Okay, let's check this again. Look closely. This server has neither a door or a lock, so it just opens up. The doppelganger was connecting a cable to this and doing something. I need to let the server engineer know about this. Ah, there we go. I was basically checking on the wrong thing. That's what I wanted to do. Excuse me, about the server in the back. The doppelganger might have been targeting the server in the back of the room. It seems to have connected a cable to it and then did something. Is still something important? Some important data per maybe? The server in the back? You mean the one without a lock? The server in the back isn't being used yet. I will set up its structure and getting it ready for actual use. Oh, so there's no data in that could be stolen? Yes, it's totally empty. It's not even connected to the internet. There's nothing that could be done with it. So the doppelganger snuck into the server room to steal important data? Nope! He was there to implant important stuff. But didn't find anything, so gave up. That feels off somehow. Maybe we should ask Jasmine for tips. No. I guess I'm just gonna talk to Jasmine just in case. Just be wary around the Kurosawa, okay? About the doppelganger that appeared in the server room. Any thoughts? For a doppelganger, this one doesn't seem that new supernatural. This one doesn't come for the server room. The stolen item from the CEO and the CEO's place was an HDD. No, yeah, and the card-like device it stole from the CEO's office. The item stolen from the CEO's office was some kind of a device? All I heard was it was a red card-like. I guess I shouldn't assume then. Any leads you're aware of? Not sure. Might be something, but nah, I'm not confident just yet. I see. Let me know if you figure out something. The doppelganger must have a goal. It's like it's targeting something. If we keep working this case and it turns out the Illuminate cards are related. If they are... I'll need a bit more information, Sammy. Give me that info. Oh, on it. Yeah, if I get the feeling like this might be some sort of simmer that trying to implant stuff, because as I said, some of these are to the police. And what if they just manage to bombard the police's system or something? So we know quite a bit more, but also quite a bit less. Which means the doppelganger came to this server room, but it seems it slipped away without taking anything this time. But in this room, there's one server, which sounds like an obvious target. Say what? Well, you see, why are you whispering? The server containing the National Police information system. The National Police? Shh. But nothing seems to have been wiped from the server, yeah? It seems the police info system needs special authentication to access. Authentication, so password. And it left this room for now at least. For now? I'm more and more confused about the doppelganger's goal. Actually, Sammy, I think I might have an idea. Question is, what type of data from the National Police is stored here? Oh, is there a way to find out? I think Kurosawa-san has taken a peek at the content, at least. I'm gonna find a way to make him spill the beans. Oh, wow. Kurosawa is feigning calm, but is obsessed with whatever was taken. Then again, he's not just going to tell us if we ask. So it's a matter of what could we tell him that would make him talk. Gotcha. I'll think about it. Go for it. Okay, I'm gonna make you talk. I'll make you squeal more or less, I guess. That doesn't actually sound good at all. I should not have said that. Let's think things through. The National Police information stored on the UTech server. Jasmine thinks that Kurosawa has peeked at the content. Is there anything you're unsure of? I think it's going to be hard to get him to talk. Kurosawa has been hiding various pieces of information from us. If we could make him believe that we are partly aware of the truth and are in a position to help him, we may be able to get past his emotional barrier. Just John. The doppelganger is clearly sneaking to steal the National Police data. It's acting in a way that an anomaly wouldn't. Is there some kind of hint there? What would we say to catch Kurosawa-san off guard? The doppelganger may be... plot a terrorist attack. The... cover up an oversight, no. The doppelganger may be... either gonna do this, trying to plot a terrorist attack. No, that doesn't make sense. Okay, let's do this, for example. I don't think this is gonna be this, but let's do this. Plot a terrorist attack. Okay, it was this. The doppelganger may be a Zimmer who is trying to plot a terrorist attack. This is just a thought, but aside whether the doppelganger is an anomaly or not, if we hypothesize this is a Zimmer working towards a goal, things start to make sense. This is a huge slip-up by Kurosawa's company, but he'd probably tell us if we could stop the terrorist attack. We could possibly ask Kurosawa-san outright, but that's kind of scary, honestly. I should check with Jasmine first. Oh, Jasmine, could you dropkick him? That could be, yeah. Hold on. I'm just gonna scratch my nose a bit. I have a big-ass bushy beard. But start scratching. Just a thought. About the entity we've been calling the doppelganger. Could it be a Zimmer trying to make things look like a doppelganger? You think so too, Sammy? I snuck in here weeks ago to snatch National Police information for their terrorist plan. But they failed and realized they needed a red-like card device for the heist. So they stole it from the CEO's office or something like that. You need a device to steal the data. How do you know this? Sammy, just trust me on this. Go and pressure Kurosawa a bit. If you won't talk, just mention that device and he would tell you everything. I think that's the secondary organization she works at, she knows stuff about. She's working for the Lizard Man, basically. I call him that. No, I call him Tin Man. It's a mix between Tin Man and Lizard Man. Like, yeah, I call him Tin Man because it kind of reminds me of one. Kurosawa-san, about the content of the server that the doppelganger tried to hack. I can't really tell you much. Could you just focus on the intruder's motive? What if the intruder was a Zimmer? They've been carrying out terrorist attacks. If they laid hands on information, you don't know what they might do. What exactly is this top secret information about? Let's slow down a bit. As I mentioned earlier, nothing was taken during this intrusion. That you may have heard, but even if they have tried to access the server, a special authentication is needed to retrieve the data. Oh, aye, but the red keycard-like device was stolen from your office, wasn't it? Isn't that a huge concern? I don't think you'd find out this much. Huh? The information on server is related to VIP protection. VIP protection? It is related to security measures for political figures and leaders from Britain and Japan. And also for VIP visiting from overseas. Security is growing concern recently. You mean the Simmers terrorist activities that we have seen in the news? So Simmers could plan a terrorist attack with that information? Yes, which is why I was hoping you could figure out who the thief is. Then again, you got me. I guess I underestimated you. No, yeah, let's just tell me, Jasmine. We kinda know the motive now. We know what's in the server. Jasmine, we know what's in the server. You okay? You don't look so good. It's got the info on VIP protection. The intruder who came here to the server room was trying to access VIP protection info. Just like you suggested, I mentioned the device crew Sawa-san and he told me. Okay. If it's a simmer, then they're definitely planning out the step towards their goal. This means the simmer have full access to security information of VIPs, right? You got it. This could be really bad. There we go. We have access to the info. Is it saving at some point here? It is. I think this is a good time then, because it did save here. It has an automatic saving, so I can't save myself. But I am gonna end my stream. I've been doing this for 3 hours now, which is my normal stream time. But I am gonna check for someone to raid. So just give me a second here. Let's see who we can raid, who is live. How long have Bean been live? I haven't raided Bean in a while. Eata's playing Baldur's Gate 3. I think Bean this time if they haven't streamed for long. Bean the Goblin. Bean is a bean. Ah, it's fine. But yes, so I'm gonna raid Bean the Goblin today. Hold on, there you go. But yes, I hope you all enjoyed today's stream though. I've had a fun time with you all. Doesn't matter if you are lurker or chatters or anything. You all are wonderful people, and you all are and should be appreciated no matter what. Bean Goblin, there we go. But yes, other than that, I will be back tomorrow. For those who will pop in, I will not start my stream at a normal time because I am going to a group interview. I am looking for a job, basically. I'm going to a group interview. I should sound excited, but technically it is just them bringing in as many people as possible. I've been in a group interview with 20 people, basically, and we were basically the one looking for the job, so it's more of a they want to just see us, which is still good, but not really like an interview. But yeah, so it will be done around 4:30, and my stream tomorrow is technically supposed to start at around 4, so I'm a bit uncertain when I will be starting my stream tomorrow. It will be around and after 5. But other than that, if you all want to know whenever I'm live again, I do have a schedule up at my Blue Sky. So if you want to follow that, then absolutely, you're more than welcome. And if you want to check out more stuff that happened in my life or in the community, then do check out my Discord as well. Everyone is welcome. Well, mostly, it depends on if you are treating everyone well or such. Other than that, yeah, I will be back on Thursday, normal time, which is 5 to 8 Central European time, and the same for Saturday. Other than that, I don't really have much more to say. I don't know why my character starts to lag a bit here. But yes, if there's some stuff you might want to check, for example, earlier playthroughs of, well, earlier VODs of this game, for example, or other games, then absolutely do check out my YouTube channel. I have it here. You're more than welcome to check it out if you have time or feel for it. There are some stuff that are mostly VODs, but also a few series, or one series that I've made without streaming. And if you want, then we have a raid message as well. But other than that, I do not have much more news. Most news comes when I start streaming. So I will just end my stream here.